Hey man, what it is? This is Deem, and I am your host, and this is by any means necessary. There go to Cash App, y'all. $ Dean by any means. There go to PayPal at Dean by any means. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. I don't care if you leave $1, $10, $1,000. It's much, much, much appreciated. Hey, listen, y'all. You right there. Don't be an eavesdropper. Hit that like button. Please don't be eavesdropping. I know y'all can't stand your boy, but at least hit the like button even if you dislike me. I want to give a shout out, man, to everybody that came up and was showing love on the live I did the other night. Y'all are amazing, man. The super chats was popping. Y'all really did you miss me? Did you miss me? I missed y'all too. You already know. Shout out to my boy Andre Noble, day one supporter, man. Um, Sorry for everything you dealing with, bro. Just know I got your back. Just know I'm here for you. Just know I'm gonna hold it down. You know what I'm saying? And just know we praying for you over here, my guy. And shout out to my boy Corte, man. Corte, I just want to say, bro, I just want to say everything that you dealing with, I just hope everything be okay. Just know that I appreciate your hard-earned money, man, your support. I appreciate you always leaving comments and holding me down, man. So just know I'm praying for you as well, my guy. And we gonna get through this struggle together. You hear me? Because we all dealing with something, and you dealing with something a little more serious than most. So just know I'm here for you, bro, and I'm keeping you in my thoughts for sure. Yo, I gotta get to the main point of what I want to talk about. The main reason I'm disappointed in my guy Shakur Stevenson. Listen, man, Shakur Stevenson is a great fighter. Shakur Stevenson is somebody that I admire. Shakur Stevenson is a young man that I'm proud of from where he come from. You know, having all them brothers and sisters growing up in a household like that. It's the typical hood story. You know, I understand it. Shakur has a lot going on for himself. No Diddy, he's a handsome young man. He could get a lot of endorsement deals, got a great smile, you know, things that the ladies love. All of that is marketable. I think that Shakur Stevenson is a special fighter because I keep telling y'all he has to be special if it take a special fighter to beat him. If a very good fighter can't beat him or a good fighter can't beat him, then you can't say he not special if it takes somebody special to beat him. If y'all only think Tank could beat him from 140 to 135, then he can't be above average. He would have to be better than that. So that's just is what it is. But the main point that I want to talk about that can't be justified on why I'm so disappointed in little bro is because he was highly criticized for his last two fights, yo. You like we're talking about marketing, we're talking about business, right? Let's just talking about marketing and talking about business, right? Shakur Stevenson was complaining about how he was getting promoted at Top Rank. But he's getting promoted worse with Eddie Hearn because it has been nothing but a catastrophe ever since he done signed over there. He signed a fight and then got criticized, super criticized, even more than his last two fights. Understand what I'm saying, y'all. When you sign with a new promoter, that's supposed to be a big thing, like a homecoming party. That's supposed to be something that people are excited for. Nobody's excited for Shakur Stevenson going to Matchroom. That's one. Second of all, he was just criticized for his last two fights. So you sign with a new promoter, and then you get a fight that's worse than your last two that you was criticized about, bro. It don't make sense from any standpoint, legacy, money, marketing wise, because you could take a bag now, y'all, and mess up your bag in the future. All money ain't good money, and Floyd Mayweather's tried to tell him that. You could take a bag now. You could make a decision today that'll mess up your future forever. You think I'm lying? How many girls was out there dating the D boys and the drug dealers? It was cool for a couple years until he die or go to jail. Then now you're back working two shifts. You understand what I'm saying? You can make a decision today that definitely affects you tomorrow. So just because it's all good and fun and jokes and party and champagne bottles, that don't mean that that's sustainable because it might not be. And I don't think that this way that Shakur is going about business is best for his career. We wouldn't even be criticizing this fight as much if he just would have knocked the last two guys out that he fought. If he wasn't, listen, y'all. People are saying that him versus Edwin De Los Santos was the most boring fight ever. Now, I may not say ever, but it's definitely top 5 that I've ever watched, for sure. Then you go and you criticize Frank Martin, and then you fight Arthur, who lost to Frank Martin, and then you didn't even knock him out. And I think that Frank Martin dropped Arthur. So that plays a factor. He was criticized for that fight because he said he was going to knock the boy out. A lot of people thought he could knock the boy out, but he didn't knock the boy out after saying he going to knock the boy out. And then was up there arguing with his grandpop in the corner where the public took it as he was disrespecting Pops. That's how it looked on screen. And then you do all of this, saying you're going to go after Gervonta, and that's the fight that you wanted. You're looking for him, and Loma ducking you, Zepeda ducking you, X, Y, and Z ducking you, the whole 9. Then everybody tells you, Shakur, don't sign with Eddie because he don't have 135-pound fighters for you to fight, my guy. Please don't go over there with Eddie Hearn because he doesn't have 135-pounders for you to fight. And that becomes true. That's so true that he pulls somebody up from 130 to fight you at 135. Those points can't be refuted. It can't be argued with. And you can't say that Shakur Stevenson shouldn't be criticized. What I am telling them is I was trying to avoid him getting criticized. If your last 2 fights you was highly criticized for, and then you're signing with a new promoter, that first fight need to be a boom. It need to be a bang. Something to get the bad taste out of people's mouth about the last 2 performances. All this did was just add a fuel to the fire that was already burning. And then Loma ducking out, and then you not taking the fight with Gervonta, and then fighting a guy at 130 that just got knocked out, it's just look bad. Whether you ducked or didn't duck, that part don't matter. It's about optics. It's about the optics. Stephen A. Smith was so harsh on Ray Rice, right? Dana White slapped his wife, and Stephen A. Smith ain't say too much about it. It looked bad on Stephen A. Smith's part. He had to come out and make statements. Well, Dana White's my friend and all. It doesn't matter. It's the optics of it. So, man, that's my biggest thing about Shakur. I still think he's a great fighter, man. You're not going to get me to not think he's a great fighter. But I ain't got to like what he does. And I think that he's taking a page out of a Bud Crawford book. I think he's taking a page out of Terrence Crawford book, but not actually. I think he's taking a page out of Terrence Crawford book, but he's not getting the best advice as far as what's going on because Terrence Crawford ain't become a superstar, and I don't even think he's a superstar now. He didn't even become a star until he's 37 years old. So unfortunately, unless that's what Shakur Stevenson wants for his career, he'll keep taking that advice. But Bud's not even happy with what Bud has accomplished. That's why he's talking about he's gonna retire if he can't get big fights. Shakur, you do not want to go down that same rule. I'm telling you, my guy. It's not the optics of it. Because then you ain't gonna have nobody to blame but yourself. Because you know what they gonna sit up there and say? Well, ain't nobody tell you to go with Eddie Hearn. Ain't nobody tell you to do this. Ain't nobody tell you to do that. You decided to do this. You decided to do that. That's exactly what people going to tell you. I'm trying to avoid that for you, my guy. But a hard head make a soft you know what, and now you got to deal with the consequences of it. A hard head make a soft you know what, but then you got to deal with the consequences of it, unfortunately. So Shakur Stevenson got to get it together, man. He got to get it together, man, because this is why he getting criticized through the roof, to be honest. You done take 3 fights in a row that people done criticize. That's 3 fights in a row that the public has criticized highly. I don't see how that could be good business. And then now, and then on top of all that, y'all, on top of all of that, then you a co-main. You're not even a main event. You're not even a guy that people is going to punch their ticket to come see. You're not the main event. You're not the person that's going to that's putting butts in seats. They're not coming to see you, Otis. That's unfortunate. That's the other part about this. It's just bad all the way around the board. It's just terrible all the way around the board, my guy. You can't be saying that you're chasing greatness and everybody's ducking you and all this, that, and the third, but then you fight Joe Cordina. You can't do it, bro. But y'all already know what this is, though, right? Dean, by any means. And I'll holla at y'all.